I've been trying to stick to a certain genre of video essays like movies or video games, but a lot has been happening lately that I want to talk about. And something that recently happened was the murder of, I'm not even going to try to pronounce his name, so I'm just going to call him X. You know who I'm talking about, and but before I talk about my main issues I have with this whole thing, I want to talk about how I feel about X. Now, I personally didn't really like his music. He had a couple tracks that were cool to listen to, like his hype music, which I didn't really listen to, but when I heard it, it always made me hype as fuck. And regarding his assault charges, it's something I'll always stand by. If you physically hurt a woman, you're a fucking pussy and you deserve life in jail. Now, these were allegations and he was never proven guilty or innocent, which is also something I stand by, innocent until proven guilty. But I also know that sudden fame, drugs, and alcohol can ruin someone's life and make them do stupid things. But past all that, X helped a couple of my friends through some tough times that I couldn't help him with. And I didn't know till his passing that he helped thousands of people with depression with his music, which is something I take very serious, and I thank and respect him for what he's done for my friends and others. I also didn't know until he passed all the charity stuff he was doing, and it made me realize that this kid was actually turning his life around for the better, which makes me even sadder that he died so young and finally on the right path. Imagine if Chris Brown died. No one would give a shit except for like wife beaters and little girls because he hasn't done shit to redeem himself. But the fact that X was able to turn around his whole image and gain trust and respect from so many people is fucking impressive. But what I want to talk about is the disgusting shit that I've been seeing online, which I honestly wouldn't have really cared about if it was someone who didn't have such an impact on so many people, which I know is fucked up, but that's honestly how I feel. I don't really want to lie to you guys. There are a lot of people saying he's still alive even though they caught the killer. Well, he could have been framed because the guy they caught barely knows any English and he sounds like a fucking idiot. I doubt he even knows what a gun is.
Hey man, check this fly ass shit out, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? All y'all out there got my brother name and y'all mob and shit, man. Keep my brother name out y'all motherfucking mob, my nigga.
But a lot of people have been saying on Instagram, check out my Instagram for proof that X is still alive. And everyone who's doing this has their account set on private. And in their bio it says, comment on X's post twice saying @whatever has proof that he's still alive. And of course there are people who are sad about the whole situation and doing it for a small hope that he might be alive. And again, they caught the killer with a lower IQ than me, so it's possible it couldn't have been him, but he was definitely shot. I don't know if you guys saw that clip of those dipshit kids filming his dead body on Snapchat, but I'm almost 99% sure that he's dead. And the reason I like the whole Tupac is still alive thing is not because I secretly want him to come back and make music, it's because it's almost been 20 years since he also got killed, and there's actually a lot of fishy stuff that revolves around it, and no one's really profiting off of it, unlike people using X's death for followers. And it's an interesting conspiracy, but using X's name for followers, especially right after he was murdered, is just beyond fucked up. And I'm not saying you must respect him and not joke about his death, because I'd be lying if I said I haven't joked about someone's death with close friends. But if you have a group of friends that don't care about X, go ahead and joke about it. As long as no one's getting hurt, then no one's gonna stop you. Just don't say shit on Twitter like, oh, he got what he deserved, but no kid should ever have their life taken by another man that young. Especially someone who helped so many people with depression and someone who was literally in the middle of turning their life around. At the end of the day, just stop spreading rumors that he's still alive. You're just spreading false hope for people who are still coping with his death. Making videos of him honoring him or whatever like his music meant to you is awesome. And talking about the possibility of him being alive is fine. Just don't scam people on Instagram saying you have to spread my account to see the proof. If you're really interested if he's alive or not, and you're not just trying to gain followers, then wait a couple weeks before bringing the topic back up. I don't really believe in too soon with stuff like tragedies or shootings because it realistically doesn't affect many people. And people can say, oh, they're sad, but it's hard to be sad for someone who you don't know or have any connection with. At least most people feel that way. I know older people didn't really grow up with shootings or bombings, so it's a lot more shocking when a plane goes through a fucking tower, but I was born into that, so it doesn't really shock me. But when 9/11 happened, people thought that Hitler came back to take over the world, but I really don't believe in too soon unless you're a dick like Onision. But with celebrities who made a big impact on the younger generation, I think we should just be respectful and try not to profit off their deaths. Joking about it with your friends is fine. I'm not the comedy police. Have fun. Just have fun with people who aren't grieving about the loss of their role model or someone who helped them through tough times like depression.